The United Kingdom feels like it's always existed. One country, one flag, one government. It hasn't. It was built piece by piece over more than 700 years, out of 4 separate kingdoms that spend most of their history fighting each other, not united at all. Here's how 4 different countries actually became one. Wales falls first. The story starts with Wales. For centuries, Wales was its own patchwork of independent Celtic kingdoms, separate from England entirely. That changed in 1282, when King Edward I of England conquered Wales militarily. 2 years later, the Statute of Rhuddlan formalized English control. Wales wasn't just conquered, it was absorbed. Edward gave his own son the title Prince of Wales, a title the eldest son of the English monarch has carried ever since. By the 1530s, the Laws in Wales Acts went further, formally folding Wales into the legal and administrative structure of the Kingdom of England, abolishing separate Welsh law entirely. England and Scotland share a king by accident. Scotland's path into the Union was completely different, and it started with an accident of royal bloodlines, not conquest. In 1603, England's Queen Elizabeth I died without any children. The next person in line for the English throne happened to already be the King of Scotland, James VI. Overnight, he became King James I of England too, while remaining King of Scotland. This created something called a personal union, one king, but still 2 separate countries, 2 separate parliaments, 2 separate legal systems. England and Scotland shared a monarch for the next 100 years without actually becoming one nation. The 1707 Act of Union creates Great Britain. Sharing a king wasn't the same as being united, and for a century, England and Scotland remained politically separate, sometimes tensely so. That changed in 1707, when the Acts of Union merged the 2 parliaments into one, creating the Kingdom of Great Britain. The reasons were practical on both sides. Scotland had suffered a disastrous, costly attempt to establish its own overseas colony and needed financial stability. England, meanwhile, worried that an independent Scotland might ally with France, England's long-standing rival. Under the Union, Scotland kept its own legal and religious institutions, but its parliament, currency, and monarchy merged with England's. A new flag was created too, the Union Jack, combining England's and Scotland's symbols into one. Ireland joins, under very different circumstances. Ireland's path into the Union looked nothing like Scotland's negotiated agreement. England had been asserting control over Ireland since the 1500s, through a long, often brutal history of conquest and colonization. By 1800, the Kingdom of Great Britain and the Kingdom of Ireland were merged through the Acts of Union, forming the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland in 1801. Unlike Scotland's union, which involved genuine negotiation between roughly equal parties, Ireland's incorporation followed centuries of England exerting direct military and political control, a very different, more contested history that would eventually lead to serious consequences in the 20th century. Ireland splits, and the UK gets its modern name. That contested history came to a head in the early 20th century. After years of conflict and growing Irish independence movements, most of Ireland formally separated from the United Kingdom in 1922, becoming the Irish Free State, and later the fully independent Republic of Ireland. But 6 counties in the northeast, in the region called Ulster, voted to remain part of the United Kingdom, becoming Northern Ireland. This split is the direct reason the country's full name changed to what it is today, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, officially adopted in 1927. Why this history still shapes politics today? This isn't just distant history, it directly explains ongoing political tensions today. Scotland has held a real independence referendum in recent years, and the debate hasn't gone away. Northern Ireland's relationship with both the UK and the Republic of Ireland remains a genuinely sensitive, actively negotiated topic, especially since Brexit. Even Wales has seen growing calls for more devolved power. The United Kingdom isn't really one ancient nation, it's 4 historically distinct countries, joined through conquest, royal accident, and negotiated treaty, at 4 completely different points in history, and that layered history is still actively shaping politics today. So next time someone refers to the UK like it's always been one simple country, you'll know the real story, 4 kingdoms, 4 very different paths, over 7 centuries, and a union that's still being actively renegotiated today. If you found this interesting, subscribe for more of the hidden history behind the countries and borders we take for granted, and let me know in the comments which country's story you want next.